Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to continue the Legends of Arcane campaign. What should I use to clear the following adventures? Wait, the following adventures? Do I even have them unlocked? Complete 3 requirements in 5.5 Star Arcane campaign adventures. That's the one I have unlocked. Complete 2 requirements in a 3.5 Star Arcane adventure. 3.5. What's the one that's 3.5? This one. And that requires 2 completes in a 2.5. A 2.5 one would be wait, the Azir one? Really? Okay then. A Noxus champion or a Piltover and Zone champion? I can take the Swain there. I've actually enjoyed playing Swain quite a lot the few times I've played him. So this should be fun. It's kind of a bummer that we have to basically redo this, but whatever. When you play or discard a card, deal 1 to the enemy nexus. Considering the way Swain's power works, this is very good. The lower the opponents are, the more damage my spells deal. That just helps us achieve that goal. I'll keep this entire hand. The fact that we can pirouette at burst speed is so good for us. Do I want to trade into the opponent? Actually, I don't even need to trade into the opponent. I can just deal 1 and stun. And then I'll strike for even more damage. Then next turn, we just stand there and we can go for a double block. We're going to blaze through this through this run, aren't we? I mean, the fact that we burn the opponent for 1 damage every time we play a card makes everything go so much faster. And then we can go for this play, which kills the opponent unless he heals. Okay, he's dead. Perfect. That was pretty quick. Let's just try to speed through this so we can get to a more difficult adventure. Yeah, let's take the Leviathan. Might as well. It has some sort of Swain synergy. Kaisa, Veigar, or Seth. None of these seem that appealing. Let's reroll once. Kain, Soraka. Nah. Ezreal or Heimerdinger. I'm going to go for the Heimerdinger just because the spells that Heimerdinger is offering are a bit lower in the terms of cost, so we should be able to play them sooner, which will then result in more damage dealt to the enemy's nexus. Let's toss this, keep everything else. We don't get the attack token, unfortunately, but the House Spider is a decent play here. straight like so, prevent a bit of damage, while at the same time burning our opponent. The fact that the opponent summons a ephemeral copy of a unit just works against them means that I'm basically guaranteed to burn him every time they attack. We'll just drop down Swain for 2 less, and I'm pretty sure we just win from here. 3 to a unit, 2 to the enemy nexus, 4 to an ally to deal 4 to an enemy. I'll play the Flash of Brilliance first, and that gets me to there. From this position, I think just open attacking is enough. Poor guy, barely got to play the game. Watch as he has some sort of answer. He didn't. Nice.
My conflicts end only one way.
Now we'll go for the healer, just so we can cut the card. Ooh, Mystic Shot for 1. That's nice. What do I cut here? Either the Spell Slinger or the Iron Legionary, I guess. They're not the best cards. The Leviathan in and of itself is also very slow, so even though I willingly decided to add it to my deck, I'm kind of tempted to just cut it. Yeah, I'll do that. If we have to fight against both Zed and Azir, we need a low curve to keep up with them. Otherwise we'll just get ran down and overwhelmed. That's definitely a death sentence. Yeah, I'll keep that. The Spell Slinger is not the best, but it can help us stall a big unit, which can happen very easily against the Profiteer. That's fine. I can do this, which will in turn allow me to do this, so we can deal the maximum amount of damage to the opponent's nexus. He's going to buff up the Aspiring Chronomancer, but the buffs on that card aren't going to matter. They'll just be wasted. I can at any point just decide to Thermogenic Beam it. Okay, that's not good. Let's prevent that from attacking, shall we? Can I kill the opponent next turn with the cards I have? I can if they just decide to trade like so, probably. I wonder how this works. If I Thermogenic Beam that thing, will that result in a kill because my spells deal extra damage? Yes, it will actually. Nice! Okay, so we do kill the opponent next turn. I forgot, he gets a blocker. In that case, I'll just go ahead and do this. And then he'll probably play a unit, but I can kill it with the Death's Hand. At least I'm hoping I can kill it with the Death's Hand. Is it just going to buff up the Empire Reconstructor with everything? Seems like it. Waking Sands. Okay. He is capable of going for a second Waking Sands if I go for this. Actually, that's lethal. I will just attack like so. He will trade the Sandstone Charger into the Spider, which deals 3 +1 from the Spell Slinger, and he's choosing to end the round, but I can kill him, so I'm not going to end it. Okay, we have one shop before we hit the mid-boss. Whirling Death, Noxian Tailstones. Noxian Tailstones can be a lot of things. It can even be a Whirling Death. Yeah, I'm going to take the Noxian Tailstones. Spell chest or a shop. I'm pretty sure if every single encounter like the shop is static, then this was probably a champion encounter where I could pick from the powers out of the select few that are from champions. But we ended up going for the top path, so we ignored it. When you recall an ally, guaranteed spirit. No. Relentless Force. When you draw a card, grant your strongest ally +0/+1 and impact. I guess. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it can work in our favor. Emperor's Prosperity. You know what? I'll take 2 of those just because it's 2 mana card draw, which is very good. I just cut the Iron Legionary or the Spell Slinger. The Spell Slinger was one of the reasons I won last game, so let's cut the Iron Legionary instead. Zed. If I get an unlucky hand, I might be overwhelmed by the opponent. Let's toss that. I want to be greedy and keep the Pirouette and the Swain and the Spell Slinger. But if he has a play third one, that might end up coming back to screw me. Oh well, I'm living on the edge. Okay. Yep, I might have made a mistake. Ouch. I can kill the opponent's unit, but I'll skip. Next turn I can actually go Spell Slinger into the Pirouette on Zed. That's done. There. Yep. Okay, I've got it. We'll stun there. He attacks with the Ribbon Dancer. I kill the Ribbon Dancer and whatever and stun this thing. Perfect. Now I can just wait for the end of turn. Next turn I can go for the Tailstones into Swain. Everything will work out in the end. Let's go for the Whirling Death. It might not matter. I don't know if I didn't take into account if I had enough mana for it or not. Actually I have with the Moon Silver. Nice. Let's attack like so. Might as well just go ahead and play for the board control.
Victory awaits.
I end up losing the impact proc, but we don't need it to win.
Such little
Okay, so do I go for the Empress Prosperity? I guess. Let's see what our options are.
such little life.
Actually, our options are just straight up kill the opponent, apparently. I didn't realize that my spell would deal that much damage to his Nexus.
Conflicts and only one way.
I suppose 3 amplified by how many health the opponent had lost. Ended up being quite a large amount. Ooh, that's very tempting. A Swain in our opening hand every game? No way, I'm passing that up. Solar Power, all allies have Daybreak, grant me +1/+1. Allies have attack, grant me +1/+0. If I'm equipped, also grant my equipment +1/+0. Or Sharpened Resolve. Honestly, I'm just going to go for the Daybreak because I want to save the reroll for after the Silent Shadows here. We'll also get the power there, so we'll use it then. Toss the Swain back, keep our flexible card in hand. First turn, we can go for Legion Saboteur into the Mystic Shot. That seems like a pretty good play. And then again, I don't deal with the Keeper of Masks, so let's just go for the attack. We'll burn the opponent by a lot with this. And we'll also buff up the unit on the top of our deck. Shadow Fiend. I can prevent that from attacking, completely wasting the card. What else are you going to do, opponent? Nothing. Okay. Next turn. Yeah, sure. I'll go for the Hellstones into Swain play. Ooh, the Serpent. That's nice as well.
Loyalty through conquest.
Old masks let young eyes see clearly.
He's summoning copies of that. How about no, opponent?
Empire above all.
Can I kill the opponent, I wonder? I'm going to attack with everything here. The opponent gets set to 2. Yeah, I can kill him. I'll just Thermogenic Beam my own unit for the lethal. Nice.
We have done what is needed.
Ooh, Legion Saboteur with Mana Deposit. No way I'm passing that up. Even if it's just a small save on mana. Each round, copy the first fleeting unit or spell you play. When you draw a card, give allies +1/+0. When you play a spell, gain 1 spell mana. Sure. I guess we do have a spell heavy deck, so no reason to pass that up. Slow and but steady. We don't really have a lot of slow spells. Phantom Pranks, okay. Any place I want to spend my money on? No, not really. So I should buy stuff here. Disintegrate is basically free, so I'm going to take it. Then the champion items chest or a spells chest? I want the spells chest. You have a lot of spell synergy. Not a lot, a decent amount. Let's pass on that Arachnoid Sentry. Yeah, sure. We'll just skip the Legend Saboteur, Disintegrate and Flash of Brilliance. Oh look, an Heimerdinger. Finally decided to show up. The opponent's passing. Really? If that's the case, I'm perfectly capable of going for a sway next turn. I'll just have to attack first, but I think that's alright. Unravel there. Playing Swain in this situation is a bit scarier, but he's not exactly unprotected. I can Death Sand or Disintegrate whatever he tries to pull Swain with.
These little scamps will burn you to the bone.
Please don't, opponent. Ooh. Let's go ahead and do this, shall we? Just really deal a bunch of burn damage to the opponent and prevent him from attacking.
Empire above all.
I'm pretty certain we just win next turn. We can go for the Shock Blast after attacking.
They'll never see.
And actually we just have lethal on board. I forgot the Sabotage gets upgraded based on how low the opponent's Nexus is, just like all of my spells.
I will break them. History will remember us.
Now then, Legion Saboteur with quick attack, sure. It's already one of the best cards in my deck. Ooh. True Shot, Barrage, Celestial Trifecta or Shock Blast. Shock Blast for 4 seems very tempting, so I'm going to take it. And for the final cut card, perhaps the Enraged Pirate Spitter. It's 6 mana. But we don't really have a lot of units in deck, and we do want units in our deck just so we can make use of the raiding party. So perhaps a different card is better. Perhaps the Flash of Brilliance. I'll cut the Flash of Brilliance. We got it from the Heimerdinger, so it's not like we invested that much on it. Let's see if I end up regretting that decision. I'm going to keep Disintegrate. It can be a cheeky way to kill something on the first turn with the Legion Saboteur. Let's see what he does here, however.
I have my orders.
Emperor's Die. I can either go for a second Legion Saboteur, or I can wait. I'll go for the second Legion Saboteur. Let's try to maximize the amount of damage we deal here. Whatever is on top of my deck is going to be massive. Okay, we have a massive Heimerdinger. Please don't attack with the Azir opponent. If you attack with the Azir, he dies. Ooh, that's a lot of sand soldiers. We can heal for here. We can stun here. We can block here. And I think this is fine. Let's just drop down the Swain. He's already leveled up. I'm pretty sure we just win next turn. Swain and the saboteurs should deal more than enough damage to kill the opponent
Such little lives.
with a single attack. Oh, he's summoning blockers. One blocker actually. Unfortunately, that's not enough.
I will break them.
Too bad for the opponent.
Raise the Noctora. Remember this day.
Okay, so the requirement has been met, so we can go for another higher difficulty adventure in this campaign. I didn't even realize those were the requirements to further our advance in the campaign. What's up next? The Might of the Masia, 3.5 stars. Either Freljord or Piltover and Zone. 3.5 stars. Freljord or Piltover and Zone. Honestly, I don't think I have that many champions that meet those conditions. I can also just go for a Runeterra for any region champion actually. I'll go for the any region. Any champion I want to get some levels on that can take on that adventure. I'm going to use Morgana. Let's go for Morgana. Looks like it's going to be a fun adventure to play in. When none of the foes unit strikes, granted +2/+2. Oh, but we just don't let the opponent's unit strike. What would happen then? Alright then. Hypercharge. We don't really have a lot of 6-cost spells. Dragon Spirit. When you play your second spell in a round. All of these are pretty bad. I want something that adds synergy for cards. When you target an ally, give it barrier this round. That's vaguely synergistic. Vaguely so. I guess I'll take it. It's not even a good enough or one of the best powers we could get, but I suppose we'll just invest in a lot of cards that target our own units. Let's see what the opponent does here. C3. Well, let's pass, see what he does. Yep, I'm not letting you hit a strike properly. The Serpent, sure. We can give it barrier next turn. Let's go for the Startled Stomper. Succession. I'll suppose I'll stun the opponent instead of just straight up pulling it with the serpent. I can kill it though. Yeah, sure, I'll kill it. We're playing the game slowly anyway. This is kind of a control-ish deck after all. Succession again. Nope. We're gonna have to pay a lot to get that attack off. You can buff up your unit all you want, it's still not going to stop me from killing you. Then again, it might actually, because now I don't really have a proper clear for his board. And I don't have a clean way to attack here. I just have to do it like so. And silence the unit so he doesn't... Actually, the silence is enough. Yeah, the silence is enough. Let's go for the attack. I want to go faster. If I could get some way to burn the opponent, that would be great. Let's go ahead and buff up the Stomper again. If he plays another unit, I might just be able to kill him with curses. Oh, he's freeing the Badger Bear from the curse. Then how about I just curse him again? What will you do then, opponent? And the game is over. Goodbye, opponent.
Embrace this ephemeral triumph.
Now then, we got our support champion. Let's hope it's something good. Tech evolution, yeah, sure. I want something that targets my own units, like Pantheon or something. Either of those is Pantheon. I guess I'll take Lulu just because the extra mana looks good. Item chest, champion item chest. Relentless Dark. Oh, this is a bit longer actually. I didn't realize we'd be fighting 2 mid-bosses. Let's go for the Camelborn Soldier. I feel like our stall game plan might be good against it. We'll be able to just prevent all of the ephemeral units from attacking into us. Let's go for the soldier first. We'll save up some mana from Hushes next turn. Why are you playing that? That accomplishes nothing. I guess it dissuades me from attacking, but it can't be that good. Not sure. Feel free to attack with that thing. That thing, however, nope. Yeah, I'll just trade the soldier in, it's fine. Slowly and surely we'll kill the opponent. Yeah, that looks good.
I see the heavens of
There goes one of the opponent's synergy pieces. Onslaught of Shadows again. He's probably going to block with one of the Spectral Riders, but whatever. I had Barrier anyway, so the attack and the damage on my unit doesn't matter. Fading Memories again. Please don't.
I shall show them what it is to fall.
I said don't, opponent. He has anything?
Death comes.
No, he has no more plays. Perfect. Next turn we'll be able to attack with everything. Actually, never mind. He killed one of my units. No more attacking with everything. We can still do it, but it won't be as effective. Let's go ahead and see what's behind the invoke. Written in stars, I guess.
Be still.
Okay, he's getting rid of one of his curses. And he's playing a Camovaran soldier. What to do? I am just going to go ahead and actually, Young Witch allows me to attack with the Morgana, which is good, and I'll shackle that thing. He might just straight up block with the 2 ephemerals, but I don't care. I just want to get at least 1 damage through. Then all of his units are gone, or most of them at least. And then we can go ahead and stun both of these, which just gives us more value.
Feel my pain.
And increases the amount of shackles on the opponent's units.
Bind you. Bear this burden. Does death follow me or peace?
I don't know what follows you, but definitely not good for me. Let's prevent that from attacking, shall we? Ooh, Equinox. That is synergy.
You will know suffering!
Poor guy has a whole board of
Be still.
immobile units.
Do not fear death.
He's attacking. Okay. I have to block because I don't want to take the damage, but it's fine. We're just going to force the opponent into a situation where everything he has is shackled. And then I'm just going to drop the Fuzzy Caretaker. And I'm going to kill the opponent next turn with an attack. At least that's what I hope will happen. I'm not sure it will actually happen. Ooh, there it is. We actually do kill him. Nice.
Our suffering was not in vain.
We're taking a long time. I want to go faster. Maybe I should have picked a more aggressive champion, but it's something I have to deal with now. Spell Slinger, I guess, even though I'm not exactly satisfied with it. Dragon Tooth or Arcane Rations. Let's go for the Dragon Tooth. More stats on the Morgana. The regeneration, I don't think it will be relevant. I guess we're cutting the Spell Slinger we just picked up because I don't think it's that good.
By silken strand.
Elise, she shuffles dead cards in my deck if I'm not mistaken. That can be a very big problem. Let's hope I don't draw poorly. Startled Stomper, and that's bad for me. I'll gladly trade into the opponent's unit. Okay, perfect. Didn't expect that to happen, but it's better for me than it is for him, I think. Next turn, I can go for the Lulu. I think I'll do it just for the extra damage.
Come close.
Mana, I mean.
I don't fight. You will suffer long.
Let's block that thing. The Elise is going to level up and is getting a very large board.
My true
But I have time.
is beneath the skin.
I can just play the Morgana.
Found such beauty and mortality.
You can't get rid of that curse anytime soon. I can't attack, unfortunately. But it should be alright. Whatever he uses to try and pull my champions with, I can silence or stun in order to minimize the amount of damage. 3-3. I guess I'll play the Startled Stomper as just an additional blocker. Okay, so that thing gets silenced. This thing gets silenced. This thing gets stunned. Wait, why is using the Dark Binding killing that thing? Oh right, the Startled Stomper gets plus 1 attack. But still, I want to go ahead and keep the Startled Stomper, so I'll go ahead and turn that thing into a 1/1 squirrel. Comet, Cosmic Inspiration. Cosmic Inspiration is always fun to buff up my entire board.
Feel my pain.
Those units are very big though. Is he getting to a point where he can start removing curses? Some of them he can, but let's work on preventing that. Let's play that there. He gets rid of that curse there, but it's fine. Hopefully this is Morgan to leveling up. Not close at all actually. So let's play the Witch. And then let's go ahead and stun there. Yep. Cost reduction is nice. So we'll take the Moon Silver and hopefully we'll get something to reduce the cost of. Let's do this.
Own your frailty.
This kills the Morgana actually. So it's preferable to just do this. We'll try to keep the opponent's board clear, even if it costs us a couple of units. Slowly and surely that Elise will die, and I couldn't be happier for it. Oh no. Let's do this. And let's buff up our entire board, please. Just so we can deal with that thing. I don't want my Morgana to die, but I can always play another. Yeah, I'll play another. It's fine. Fortunately, we have the
I shall show them
what's it called? Grand General's counter plan. Otherwise, we might have been in a bit of a pickle without the extra Morgana. Is this a kill? Yes, it is. Good job, Lulu. You leveled up in a situation where it's completely irrelevant. First mid boss down, and it only took us way longer than I wanted. Spell shield on Morgana? Sure. Look at how far we have to go. The Massian Might, when an ally strikes, granted +2/+2. Hey, the opponent has that. If you can have that, then so can I. Item chest, champion item chest. Let's go for the item chest. It might be better. Or at the very least, it seems better than just the straight up champion item chest. Please give me something good. Okay, that's a good hand. Aggressive even. I can go for the Solaris Soldier into the shield vault. Yeah, that's highly recommendable, just so we don't have to deal with Short Tooth. Bracer. That's fine. It actually works to level up Lulu faster, which is kind of funny. Also, we can just win the game with elusives now, because of the way, or because we got the Massive Might too as well. Please don't, opponent. Let's see what he does from here. Another source of vulnerable. Everything he's doing is kind of just meh. You're not working towards your own game plan, opponent. Actually, never mind. You killed my young witch. That was not something I saw coming. I should have figured he still had the list in hand. Well then, in that case, let's go for the Lizandoli. Let's strike with the narwhal, I guess. We need to get that shit damaged in wherever we can, because we won't actually get the opportunity to go for much for many attacks, because all of the opponent's units do not trade favorably into mine. Let's prevent both from attacking. If he wants to attack, he'll have to target one of these things with the list. Fortunately, Morgana has spell shield. Never mind, he's going to kill my Morgana. Well, he is using quite a lot of cards just to do this, so this isn't exactly the worst thing in the world. And then I do have a backup Morgana in hand. Let's play that Morgana and see what he does. Shun the waters. Annoying, definitely. but it could be worse. Just going to go ahead and attack like so. Force lethal onto the opponent. Ruthless Predator. And now he's playing the list to kill the Morgana. That's fine. You can just silence that unit. And now it's a 6-2 again. And now it has been safely disposed of. Let's just do that so we can deal to the opponent's Nexus. Make the game go a bit faster. Next turn he dies if he doesn't get rid of the curse affecting the hired gun. That's fine. Passing. Hired gun. I'm just going to stun it. Just so we can ensure that the opponent dies.
I am your darkness. I am your truth. Be still.
Yeah, he gets rid of the curse, but it doesn't matter, he just dies. Nice.
Our suffering was not in vain.
Okay then, so all these are pretty terrible, but Whimsy of Farsight doesn't consume a draw, so we'll take it. Nope. Yep. 5 free rations on a unit that grows is always good. I guess we're all leaning on the Demacian Might then. Lord Blade Keeper, Champion Item Chest. Form Material causes the opponent to lose the synergy he has with the Demacian Might, so that sounds kind of funny. And anti-synergy stick, which is great for me. What do I do here? I think going for Young Witch into strike the opponent's Nexus, just so I can turn this thing into a 5-5 is the best play. Yep. I now have a 5-5 on turn 1. The next turn I can go Startled Stomper into stun. That seems fine. This is good. Our units end up being buffed up more than the opponents. I'm going to save this shield wall for the next turn. I intend to stun the prototype robot so you can strike with the Young Witch. Guess I can go for a second Startled Stomper just so it can grow it even more. 2 all followers. That's fine, because my Stomper will be safe, because he'll have barrier, and because he summoned a 7/7, I had to change my game plan from going ahead and stunning the elusive to stunning the 7/7. Well, at the very least the opponent's letting my units grow quite large. Eventually he will be unable to deal with my units.
More hands make quick work.
That's a complete waste, opponent. I don't know why you're doing that.
Beauty and mortality.
Yep. complete waste from the opponent. Alright, so let's see what the opponent has to do with this attack. Okay, so he does survive. Not without taking 5 first. "13 health. I suppose the opponent has a decent matchup. It was because he does get rid of the curses he has in hand, because he kills his own units, but he still ends up becoming disadvantaged by the power combination he has.
Welcome, anguish.
Let's see what the opponent does from here on out. Scuttlegeist, that's fine. Let's just play Startled Stomper. Yep, that's fine. Go ahead, opponent, attack. I dare you. Ooh, he's clearing a curse. He's definitely looking for an attack. Or not. Well, let's silence that thing. I can actually go for the Morgana level up here, which is kind of funny. We're just doing this. We'll also end up getting a bunch of cards in the process. So it's not like we're wasting any of our cards. The opponent's just straight up died here. You'll have to play the opportunity to play a card before I can strike into him, and unless he has a ruination, I don't see him getting out of this game alive. Yeah, removing the curses is not enough, opponent, sorry. There, game over.
Our suffering was not in vain.
From here. Ooh, focusing crystal on the Zendal is going to be great in the long run. Same with the focusing crystal on the Morgana. We'll cut the Fuzzy Caretaker, I guess. It's by far the weakest card in my deck. And now for Viego, we have 2 fights before we fight Garen. Man, this is dragging on for way longer than I anticipated. I thought all of these adventures were quick and sweet, but I guess I was wrong. That's my fault for not knowing what was coming. Well, at the very least now I am prepared for the next ones. So from here, let's go for the Young Witch. If he has a source of removal, then that's just that. He doesn't. Nice. Really? You're wasting vengeance on the 5/5. You know I have worse things in my deck, right?
Need to stay away from strangers.
He probably doesn't. This turn I'm just going to go ahead and strike right away. Just to grow the Elise and Dolly. Born Dragon. Okay. But if you, what would you do if I just do a second Lizend Dolly then? I might want to save Morgana for Viego. Yeah, I'm going to save Morgana for Viego, which he plays now. And now he can attack with Viego. He's going to end up getting a encroaching mist here, but it dies, and he hasn't been ramping up his own mist, so I'm pretty sure we just win from this position. I'm going to go for the Startled Stomper, see what he does. No attacks from the opponent, really? In that case, I'm just going to work on removing the spell shield from the Viego. I could have probably killed the opponent if I wasted all of my mana on my spells, but I was kind of worried that the opponent might have some form of removal, and I wanted to keep my mana open in case I needed to do something. Dawning Shadow. Okay. That's this Morgana's spell shield. Now what you do? Because that's about everything you can do here, right? Also, if you play another unit, you just die at the end of the turn. Okay, he's getting rid of the curse. I'm just going to buff up my entire board, and then I'll attack next turn and I'll win. And game over for the opponent. I should get some you rally every turn, what's it called? Domination. That would really benefit me. Let's see if we get it here. It would be a great way to close out the game very quickly. Black Cleaver, yep. If only I could get overwhelmed. That would also be a great way to close out the game. Your created cards cost one less. Frostbite. We do create a fair amount of cards, so Frostbite it is. Let's go for the Evershade Stalker, because when he runs out of value in hand, I can just strike him for free. Yep, I'm keeping this hand. This is probably going to end up being... I play the Stomper, block into one of his units. Then next turn I play the Young Witch. Then again, this is probably preferable. Let's get the Equinox just in case. Yeah, I figured that would happen. Let's leave the opponent without a board, shall we? Or without a significant board, that is. I'm not concerned about our life total. Ouch. To be fair, this is a very good way for the opponent to get some extra value. The the, what's it called? Warden spray. I'm pretty sure the opponent doesn't run removal. Minion. Unlucky. Now he has infinite value. Okay. That's not scary. But that is... whatever I stun here, the other thing will end up killing one of my units at least. Well, at the very least, the Startled Stomper gets saved. Yeah, this is fine. Taking the 5. It's going to hurt in the long term, but it will hurt the opponent even more. He's running out of value at least. Let's drop down the Morgana. I'm just going to strike with her and this Stomper. Actually, yeah, just these two should be enough. The opponent has 5 mana. Does the opponent run any hard removal? I don't think they do. What they do run though is that thing. Quite a lot of them in fact. Let's go ahead and silence that, shall we? Okay, no more of the Evershade Stalker for the opponent. Go ahead, opponent, attack again, I dare you. No? Okay, then I'll get rid of one of your minions. That dies. I'm pretty sure I kill the opponent here because I can just do this. Okay, everything gets shackled here once I attack, so he can't even block properly. So we do kill him. Nice. We still have one fight before Garen. We'll probably end up clearing this adventure in the next 15 minutes. So we'll be a bit over the usual time we take, but it's alright. In my sights, sure, I guess. It's not at champion power, which makes it less as exciting, but still. Inspiring words, definitely going for this just because the opponent gives me fodder to target right away. Let's toss that, keep everything else. With the Young Witch costing less, I can actually go for it. In the same turn I go for the Startled Stomper, which should be very good for me. Battlefield Prowess. Overwhelm. Scary, but if he does attack into me, then he will end up buffing up my units by quite a bit. That thing is going to be a problem, isn't it? actually have a plan. No, I don't. Maybe I'll bait the opponent into blocking with that thing. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. I want my cards to be cheaper, not more expensive, damn it. Okay, so he's going to buff up his entire board unless I do something. I guess I'll just make it so he can only buff his own Dawn speakers.
by the strength of our convictions.
That's not good. Dawn speakers work retroactively. But I can do something fun here. I'm going to go ahead and crescent strike the largest Dawn speakers, so that then I can go ahead and... Actually, it works only even if you only target. You don't have to hit with the effect. That's good to know. I had no idea it worked like that. He's going to pull my young witch, right? It doesn't. Not with the Laurent Chevalier, really? That's unexpected. I thought for sure you would want to target my young witch.
Beauty and mortality.
Okay, spending 6 mana to get rid of curses. Not a good investment from the opponent's part, I'd say.
All must follow.
But what do I know? Now the opponent only has one turn to do stuff before we kill him.
Words move hearts.
Yep, that's not threatening. I can just do this to double stun it. Ooh, meteor shower. Double meteor shower. That's good for me. If he actually does develop a board, I can target everything and curse everything.
Be strong. These are dark times. Strength and grace, beauty in the blade.
4-1. Target everything.
You leave me no other choice.
Morgana leveling up doesn't even matter. I would kill the opponent anyway next turn. There we go.
Feel my pain. Embrace this ephemeral triumph.
Now, for the final boss, Garen. I have no idea how hard this will actually be. I mean, how hard can they possibly make a Garen fight? Let's get rid of the Mehira. The foe creates a fleeting single combat in hand. So it's basically just default Garen. Have all of the final bosses been default champions? No, not really. I mean, Azir is not in the game. Or in the Path of Champions, and what was the other one? Ilaoi? Yeah, the Ilaoi's powers are different as well. So I'm pretty sure this is the first one where the enemy's powers are just straight up what they have in the normal Path of Champions. Oh, that's not something I expect the opponent to have in his deck.
He appeared out of
Okay, so the opponent actually has a competent deck. I didn't expect that. Wait, Garen already? That's too soon, I wasn't ready for it. Please don't, opponent. I'm going to have to let him attack with the blocking badgers better, aren't I? Just because I want to go ahead and kill the penitent square so I can buff up my startled stomper. This is good because now I can go for the startled stomper young witch combo to kill one of the opponent's units, namely the blocking badger bear. Let's do this. I want to keep my young witch safe, so I have to do this. That way if he uses the single combat, I can go Whimsy and the young witch survives. Actually, I don't even go for Whimsy because the young witch gets barrier. Transform a follower. Yeah, I can't target the follower. That's just a Garen that gets closer to leveling up. Crap. Well, we can always drop down the Lulu, just so we can... This kills, this doesn't kill. But it buffs up my Lulu a bit. And it prevents the Vanguard Lookout from trading into her. I didn't take into account the fact that it was a follower, not a champion. Oh, that's so bad. He's going to kill the Lulu here, isn't he? And he also levels up Garen in the process. Well, at the very least I can go for a Phantom Blocker there. Do I just go for Morgana? I think so. Do I make Garen unreleasable? It's best if I do that, I think.
Welcome. Good luck out there, recruit.
Yep, now he can play anything. But he does get the benefit of having a 12-12 on board. And he can make it so I just have to deal with him attacking every turn. Basically what this means is that he will go ahead and kill one of my units every turn.
One day things will be okay. Nothing lasts forever, child. Not even pain.
What's he killing? The young witch.
Pain must be felt.
Okay then. He's killing the young witch, but I get to trade into the blocking Barger Bear. So I can go for the Trickster here. And I can stand there. Stand there. Okay, Cosmic Inspiration's good. And I'll go for the Warrior, I guess. Maybe eventually the Warrior will be big enough to clear the Garen.
Be still.
Or it might not even matter.
My pain.
Let's attack with everything. Sure, I'll take the damage instead of the board control. The opponent, I'm basing this on the fact that the opponent might just have the board all the time. Okay, he's burning cards because of my curses. Nice. You know, I don't think releasing the 1-4 was a worthwhile play, opponent, but what do I know? Do I play the Morgana's Dark Binding for one?
Not even pain.
Yeah, sure. Keep cursing the Garen. No point not to do it. Just because it's funny.
Anguish. I am your darkness. I am your truth.
And next turn I just go ahead and attack right away. His entire board is cursed, he can't answer. And I win. Morgana is at 30-26 as well. Oh look, finally Garen is vulnerable, so I can kill him.
Look away.
We're at the point where it doesn't matter.
Test these walls.
Yeah, the opponent struggled a lot, but in the end, I still came out on top. Come on, just get it over with. I was not even offered the finish button. That's odd.
Ephemeral triumph.
Well then. That was a clear. It took longer than I expected. I'll take that into account next time I want to stream a adventure from this campaign. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for the video. Goodbye. Till then.